Are you looking for the best bread makers? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best bread makers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Best Cuisinart Bread Maker Machine. If you've ever dreamt of baking fresh bread at home without turning your kitchen into a floury warzone, let me introduce you to the Cuisinart Bread Maker CBK110P1. This compact marvel might just become your new best friend in the kitchen. It's silver and black, a sleek addition to your countertop, and it packs more features than a spy gadget in a James Bond movie. First things first, it's compact. You won't need to rearrange your entire kitchen just to fit this in. Plus, it's automatic, so you can throw in your ingredients, hit a few buttons, and walk away like a bread baking wizard. With customizable settings, you can make anything from a hearty whole grain loaf to a sweet cinnamon raisin treat. And don't worry about portion size, it can bake loaves up to 2 pounds. That's enough bread to impress the in-laws or feed your carb-loving friends. Here's where it gets interesting: the machine does all the kneading for you. Yep, no more arm workouts disguised as dough preparation. It even has a delay timer, so you can wake up to the smell of fresh bread. Imagine that your alarm clock is now the aroma of happiness. At number 2. Discover the KBS Large 17-in-1 Bread Machine. If you've ever tried baking bread from scratch, you know it can feel like trying to solve a complex math equation while blindfolded. Enter the KBS Large 17-in-1 Bread Machine, your new kitchen hero. Packed with features, this machine is designed to make you look like a pro baker, even if the closest you've ever come to baking is eating a loaf from the store. First things first, let's talk about that all-stainless steel design. Not only does it look sleek and modern, but it's also built to last and survive your occasional kitchen clumsiness. The non-stick ceramic pan ensures your bread doesn't stick, a feature so satisfying, it's worth a happy dance. The auto fruit and nut dispenser? Absolute genius. Forget standing by the machine like a hawk to add ingredients at the perfect moment, this feature does it for you. It's like having a tiny sous chef. Plus, with its 17 customizable programs, you can whip up everything from classic white bread to gluten-free masterpieces. Feeling sleepy but craving fresh bread? The reserve function lets you set it ahead of time, so you can wake up to the smell of freshly baked goodness. There's even a keep warm setting, just in case your morning routine runs a little behind. Now, let's address the accessories. The oven mitt included in the package is a lifesaver. No more frantically hunting for something to grab the hot bread pan. And the recipes? Perfect for beginners and seasoned bakers alike. At number 3. Say hello to the KITCHENARM 29-in-1 Smart Bread Machine. Ever dreamed of becoming a bread-making wizard without the kneading, timing, or flour-covered mess? Meet the KITCHENARM 29-in-1 Smart Bread Machine, your personal sous chef for all things bread. With features that make baking foolproof, this stainless steel bread maker is here to revolutionize your kitchen and maybe your breakfast too. Let's start with the obvious: 29 functions. This bread machine doesn't just stop at plain old white bread. From gluten-free loaves to homemade jam, it's practically a bakery in a box. It also offers 3 loaf size options: 1 lb, 1.5 lb, and 2 lb, perfect whether you're feeding a small army or just yourself, because sometimes you don't want to share. The gluten-free setting is a game changer for those with dietary restrictions. Forget the dense, store-bought alternatives, this machine lets you whip up fluffy, delicious gluten-free bread at home. And the homemade cycle? Pure magic. It allows you to tweak every detail, so you can finally make that perfect loaf grandma used to bake, minus the lectures about measuring cups. It's also stainless steel, which not only makes it look great on your countertop but ensures it's tough enough to handle your bread-making adventures. Plus, the included recipe book is like a treasure map for bread enthusiasts. Whole wheat, sourdough, banana bread, you name it, it's in there. At number 4. Elite Gourmet EBM 8103B Programmable Bread Maker. If you've been on the hunt for a bread machine that can do it all without you having to break a sweat, the Elite Gourmet EBM 8103B Programmable Bread Maker might just be your kitchen soulmate. With its sleek black design and an impressive list of functions, this machine is like having a bakery in your kitchen, minus the flour explosions and long lines. First off, this machine gives you 3 loaf sizes, 1 pound, 1.5 pounds, and 2 pounds, so whether you're baking for yourself or the whole family, it's got you covered. And with 19 menu functions, it's practically a bread-making superhero. Want to bake gluten-free bread? It's got you. Prefer a hearty loaf of whole wheat? Done. Feeling fancy and craving a crisp French baguette? You bet. The variety of settings ensures you can make nearly any type of bread your heart desires. Not only can you customize your bread to your heart's content, but the programmable settings are designed to make your life easier. You can schedule when you want the bread to be ready with the delay timer, so you can wake up to the smell of fresh bread. No need for an alarm clock. Bread is the real wake-up call here. Plus, the keep warm function ensures your loaf stays warm and ready to enjoy for up to an hour after baking. And let's talk about the gluten-free bread option. This is a total game changer. If you're someone who's trying to avoid gluten, you know how disappointing it can be to buy gluten-free bread that's dense and tasteless. With the Elite Gourmet Bread Maker, you can bake fluffy, soft gluten-free loaves that are just as delicious as their gluten-filled counterparts.